Well, hey, didn't see you there. Well, look at this. I'm in my sweats, I have a mug, and a few books with me. That must mean it's time for a casualty report. This casualty report is brought to you by One Angry Dachshund. This is a non-spoilery review by the nature of pages. This is a review of the Dragon's Bane series by Melody Jackson. There are currently 2 books in the series, and the 3rd is coming out December 15th, so make sure to mark your calendars. Whatever they tell you, I didn't mean to steal a dragon. That's the first line from Dragon's Bane, and let me tell you, what a catch it is, and it only goes uphill from there. I think that is my favorite quote, though, just because it captures my attention so well, and just kind of encompasses the entire book in one sentence. The Dragon's Bane series, in case you couldn't tell by the word dragon in the title, is a fantasy novel. It is young adult, I believe? Yeah, it's a young adult novel, so young adult fantasy, duh. Here is the short and sweet synopsis. No! Don't drink from my tea! My dog just stop! She literally just stuck her nose in and drank the tea. Oh, now I can't drink it anymore. Hold on. I am back with a new mug. That dog. Here is a short and sweet synopsis. What would you do if someone offered you unlimited power? Would you take it? And more importantly, what price would you pay to keep it? The Bane's power is little more than a legend in the land of Celeste, one known by many but believed by few. But with a rival country now threatening to invade and once peaceful dragons attacking their cities, a fairy tale may be their only option. Lena May wants no part in finding the Bane. She's seen firsthand how power corrupted her own country, and only wants to be reunited with her father. But in order to find him, she must join forces with the distrusting and arrogant Blaise Montego, who needs her help to find the Bane. With tensions rising on all sides and secrets slipping that could change everything they know about the world, can they find a way to work together and save Celeste without being corrupted by the very force they're fighting against? Ooh, mystery. Intrigue. So I gave The Dragon's Bane 4.5 out of 5 stars. There are 281 pages in the first book, and 374 pages in the second. This book series had a vibe of like a book to curl up by the fire with. The characters were crafted so wonderfully and the plot was so fresh and new in a genre of fantasy. If you enjoy books about whimsical worlds, dragons, and a team trying to work together along with friendships, this book is definitely for you. I have found a book that I want to curl up in and stay forever. It almost reminded me of Harry Potter and that vibe, in which, it's so cozy and it's just like, yes. Dragon's Bane and Dragon's Might are an unfinished series. The 3rd book is set to debut December 15th, and until December 15th, I believe that you can get this book for free in a link on my bio. What? Imagine that. Nope, there is actually a link in my bio to go get this book for free, courtesy of Melody Jackson, the author. Thank you, Melody, for gracing us with your presence and your free books. Yes, it's time to be honest. I have fallen in love with a guy. More specifically, Caden from The Dragon's Bane. He's so cute. The standards for my future have been raised. The bar gets higher every time he comes into this chapter. I love him. He is my favorite character out of this whole series. But you'll have to read to find out exactly what happens with him. Seriously, the point of views of these books were all very well written. The only thing I had trouble with was it jumped around a little bit. I read this book on a plane, and at one point I was half awake, half asleep, and I read that there was a whole chapter that that actually isn't in the book. Apparently my mind just made up me reading it, and so I actually thought that's what happened. So when I woke back up, I had to go back through and look through and be like, oh, that didn't happen, so that's my fault. All in all, I really love this book series. It is so good. It made me happy, even though there were some cliffhangers. I'm really glad I immediately got to read this one right after the first book, and this book has a heck of a cliffhanger. And oh my goodness, what a plot twist. There's a huge plot twist. This is one of the biggest plot twists in a young adult book that I think I've read in a long time. It's just so good, and I can't wait for December 15th when Dragon's Hope comes out. I'm really excited. The first one's called Dragon's Bane, the second one is Dragon's Might, and the third is Dragon's Hope. So, you know, there's hope for the characters yet. Also, there is a love interest that I hope. I ship 2 characters, and I really hope it works out. This booktube video was brought to you by One Angry Dachshund and me, The Nature of Pages. Time for me make like a tree and leaf. See you next time.